Hi. So in Companies Act, we're going to see section 230 to 240. What this section 230 to 240 says? Compromise and agreement. So compromise agreement is the same thing? No. Compromise is things happening before going to upper. We are having a problem. We're resolving the problem within ourselves. That is compromise. And agreement is a different thing where we had a problem, we came to a conclusion that this can be arranged. This arrangement. Usually, this section has to introduction, amalgamation, and takeover, and miscellaneous sections. These four sections to be detailedly explained. Definition of compromise are three given. Three. First, it's clearly defined in the section. Second, it is non-defined in the section. Third is relatively defined. It's not completely defined. It's relatively defined. As I said earlier, arrangements include reorganization, that is joining, that's consolidation, separating, that's subdivision. Example: we have a company issues a share. Face value is 10 rupees, which is issued with premium of 20 rupees. The 30 rupees of face value is issued to the share. Now the company thinks that every shareholders the face value of 10 will be subdivided into two shares of 5. Face value is divided from 10 to 5. So each shareholder who has face value of 10 will be awarded two shares, that has been divided, that is subdivision. Consolidating. If the company thinks so, every two shares will be combined to give a single share. Such kind of thing is consolidation. We would have studied this in internal reconstructions and external reconstruction of the company. Arrangement is inclusive definition. Internal reconstruction. More than that, we see the value of the share based on the asset which reflect on the capital. And more than other things like how this conversion of loan to shares. Example, if a company got a loan, they are not able to pay in a due time or a promised time. They come up with an arrangement stating that I will provide you some kind of shares, that is a premium share, debentures, preferential shares, preferential debentures, convertible debentures, preferential convertible debentures. Some kind of arrangement has been came through, and this kind of conversion of loan, asset, or even R&D, everything was converted to shares. That's the point of restructuring of debentures, all things. As I said previously, the compromise is not defined, but arrangement is anticipated of dispute and come into conclusion. But the compromise always comes after a dispute. The arrangement is before dispute, compromise is after the dispute, end of the dispute. Seeing the broad view of the scheme, I am clearing it's a broad view of the scheme. The section is a scheme of compromise and arrangement, but practically not distinguished. And everyone, they always says that it is a scheme of compromise and agreement has been made by this specific party on this date. We agreed to such arrangement, compromise and arrangement, scheme of compromise and arrangement, and we will be providing such things for such as shareholders or debenture holders or a current liability person. Such kind of things mean. So rather, company can do all the things on their own. This kind of thing is being detailedly given by the NCLT, National Company Tribunal Board. As tribunal has given and clear. First, company who and all can go for this arrangements and provide images. Majorly the listed companies, unlisted companies, even private companies who are ready to give, want to make some changes. They are need to approach this way. First, application to be made to NCLT. Then who need to make this application? Rather shareholder, rather member, means like shareholder member are same, the company or the creditors. That creditors means are debenture holders. They all can go and make the application. Second thing, hearing by NCLT. So then after may the company this NCLT members are they are going to approach NCLT. NCLT will hear them applications. So something has been done. Oh, what is the thing? What's the problem? They will ask you, and they will come to a conclusion. And next step, notice for meeting by chairman. They will appoint a person in the company as a chairman. Appoint a person who go there to the company and discuss to the company what is happening. Not only they give notice, they will report to statutory authorities. Who are authorities? In case of authorities, first ROC, company registration, then MCA, then what? After NCA, SEBI, registered person will come. RBI will come in case of listed company, loans are there. So then who will come? All the regular body, income tax, GST, whoever concerned, all the government statutory authorities will be informed. Then after giving, a chairperson gives affidavit. The affidavit is on what happened, and this is the decisions we have heard about from the shareholders. This is the decision we are going to take. On oath, he will say this is the thing. Submission of proxy form. After this, he will submit the proxy form for what voting purpose. They will meeting and for a meeting they should give a report. Now the meeting was been conducted on this cases. So all the shareholders we appeared on this. We are going to conduct a meeting. If you have any problem, proxy to be appointed. Proxy when to be appointed. 2 days before the meeting, proxy letter should be given, and then proxy can be appointed. Now rather everything is e-voting portal is there. Raise the objection in a meeting. Anyone can raise the objection. Not everyone can raise the objection, but there is a threshold like only 5% of the voting power will be heard, or the collective of 5% to be there to raise such issues. If not, the issue won't be taken to care. Because that's a great, all the shareholders sitting there, only one shareholder is going raising the issue. He can object this kind of thing. So everything should be taken into care. So if there are any issues, it will be resolved in the meeting itself, and the report by the chairman, he is going to report everything, what has happened in the meeting, what is the resolution passed, who are appointed in the meeting, how was the vote was conducted, and the voting also is a problem. It's a problem. Not the company has they have given a structure stating that 51% of all the members should be voted, and the value of voter should be 75%. That is, not only you need to pass 75%, like not only you need to pass a special resolution, a kind of resolution, the resolution should be minimum. You can't pass always special resolution, but the value, total shareholders value, that should be 75%. At the same time, because only 3-4 shareholders may have 75%, that is not even enough. The total members who attended the meeting, out of that 51% of the people should agree to such 50%, more than 50, it's actually 50, more than 50, that's 51% of the people should agree to your motion. If at all this satisfied, whatever the application given to NCLT will be satisfied. Okay. So the petition for conforming such scheme will be given by chairman to the NCLT, and the NCLT will see through it and see through how it was, meeting was gone, who and all appeared, who and all voted, what are the issue being raised, how it been resolved, is it voting is as per the act, is a proxy has been given, each and every bit of details will be analyzed, and rather it is there is no coercion or any kind of fraudulent activities being done, everything is with fair, everything will be seen through, then after the voting will be done. And NCLT will approve whatever had been approached by any person, shareholders, members, companies, even debtors, creditors, whatever happened, it will be done. So this has been totally. So I'll say I'm going to revise it a bit. The scheme of compromise and arrangement, who and go the company or the creditors, any company, a class of creditors can go. Members, a class of members. What do you mean by the class of members? Preferential shareholders, normal shareholders, preferential convertible shareholders. Preferential debenture holders whose shares is going to be converted, they also going to be accrued because diluted shares will be accrued. They have the right to get the shares because even though if they believe so, they can come. All the kind of things are there. So how it will be gone? A form 1 NCLT form 1 it will be given. Affidavit on what? It's a affidavit usually on what will be done. What are the things to be attached? Latest financial statement, audit report, any pending investigation or procedures, all the kind of details, liabilities, outstanding liabilities, audited statement to be attached to it by the company and sent to the NCLT. Even it is applicable for reduction in share capital. Yeah, reduction in share capital is kind of buyback. Yeah, you're going to reduce the share, but rather it's a great subject. It's differentiated. Buyback is totally different from reduction in share capital, but the core process is similar. Corporate debt restructuring, CDR, this all the thing is, and creditor responsibility statement, CAA1. This kind of statement is also be submitted along with it. So when it comes to the corporate responsibility statement, corporate data reconstruction, RBI will deal with this. RBI will come into force because they believe so. Banks should not be affected in kind of some reconstructions or loan being for any kind of things. Creditors are provided some debentures or preferential shares, preferential debentures, some kind of thing. RBI will go through it and RBI will have a stringent view over it. Because they are on the view of protecting and saving the property of the company. So while on going there, and the another important document to be kept is valuation report. So how many days the note of admission is? Actually 14 days before the notice of admission, the NCLT may direct the scheme, may not, but when they direct, the NCLT will appoint a chairman, and the chairman will be directed on what date, what time, how it to be conducted. Every direct details will be given by the NCLT of the meeting to be conducted. At the same time, notice for the meeting will be given to the all the creditors, members, debenture holder, shareholder, preferential shareholder, preferential debentures, everyone. How many days it is? Usually it is given in CAA2, that is 1 month before date of meeting, and this 1 month is actually 31, 32 days, maybe 33 days. Why is 2 days plus? How we can say is, you should take 2 postal dates on transmit. So postal day of 2 days will be considered. So deemed to be. So not the notice. What should be there? It should have explanation why this is the notice, and statement and disclosure. Not only statement and disclosure, you should have audited financial statement. You should have all the valuation report. Every kind of report you want to have, all the copies should be attached and sent to the shareholder because he is being totally affected. And if in the case, if any one of the directors or key manager person, promoters, non-promoters, debenture holders been benefiting or any explanation to be given, that explanation notice should also be attached to it. He is benefiting to it, or his this kind of changes occurs behalf of this kind person. Any material interest of directors, documents, and so all this document should be published in the website for the before 30 days of the meeting. Already said, or in case of listed companies, SEBI and stock exchanges will be dealing with it. At the same time, this information should be published in website and a newspaper. And the authorities who are dealing in central government, income tax, ROC, SEBI, official liquidator, competition commission of India, stock exchange, everyone should be informed. This affidavit by the director, I said, this by NCLT is duly complied before 7 days. So the meeting is usually having in a e-vote basis, and 24 hours before the vote of every proxy vote should be 24 hours before, not 2 days, actually 20 hours, 24 hours, and the proxy should be mentioned, and if someone is going to vote behalf of the person. Body corporate can be any person, authority representative, and minor cannot be proxy. Even a body corporate can be a member, and whoever they appoint, that's an authorized person, and minor in that body corporate, minor can be a proxy. So I already said objection. Who can raise objection? Majority shareholder, singly or wholly, 10%, not 5%. Sorry, 10% should be giving this. The creditors at the same thing, singly or totally 5% can raise some objections. I already said 3/4 of the value plus normal resolution to me 51% to be there. That example, 200 members attend, 101 members should be voting favor, and the value of the share is 3/4 of the value of share should be voted. If this two condition, both conditions be satisfied, the meeting is accepted. If not, no. Not all the meeting would be approved, has been accepted, because even though it's been accepted, NCLT the sanction decides, though 3 days director will see all the CE reports, everything will be done through form CE5. After seeing that, may NCLT approve it, may not, NCLT may not approve it. Thank you.